Super Dave here with episode 33 of figures, playsets, and accessories that may go well with either MOTU Classics and or Masterverse figures. And today we're taking a look at a NECA Action Figure who is so cool looking. A Knight by NECA that is a part of the Dungeons & Dragons Ultimate Action Figure line. There's a look at him also on the side bookend here, as well as some more pictures of him. There's a nice little write-up about Strongheart there if you want to pause and read that. But this action figure is looking awesome. There's another picture of his head there. Then if you open up the little window part here, there's another picture of the action figure as well as the actual action figure there with all of his cool accessories. So without further ado, let's go ahead over here in Eternia's Palace where King Randor is and check out our Knight Strongheart. And let's first take a look at our Strongheart's accessories. First of all, taking a look at Strongheart's hands. He comes with a set of gripping hands that have kind of a wide grip. I'm assuming more for the sword and the hammer. And then he's got a tightly gripping hand. I guess is for like the small tiny little dagger. Otherwise, these are pretty much the same. They're gripping hands, weapon holding hands, and both horizontally hinged. So I'm not sure, what the big difference is other than the fact that it seems like one set is a little bit tighter of a grip. Then you have open palm hands or gesturing hands there. And then you have equipped on the figure a set of balled up fisted hands. And then we have our sword, which is steel itself according to the bio. And so you have that. Then you have a sheath with a little dagger sheath as well as the dagger I went ahead and slid in there too. You can slide that out. We'll look at that when we take a closer look. But there you have the sheath for steel. And then you have this unique bronze goldish style hammer with a loop at the bottom and a really cool looking bluish silver shield. Very classic for a knight. And then you do have the helmet, which is a part of the head. You cannot remove that, but the shield part or the face guard part will pull down. We'll look at that in articulation. And then there's a cape there. I'm not sure if that's removable. I do not think it is, but we'll look at that when we take a closer look. But that's his accessories. Now let's go and look at our Strongheart's articulation as well as a closer look. All right, bringing in our knight here. We're going to take a closer look at him first off, and he is really spectacular looking, I believe. I think he has a very realistic looking face, probably, more realistic than probably our Masterverse figures, probably fit more with the classics on as far as realism in the facial features in most of them anyway. But we'll look at that in comparisons. But just look at the overall detail. I love this lion type chest crest that he has. Just the detail to his gauntlet, the chainmail. Just the really cool detail to the coloring, the wash that's on that silver armor. You have like a gunmetal going up into silver. Just different shades, including the blues, even the chainmail with like a blue tint here going down into the legs, the knee pads, all the way down into the boots, which is a different color blue, more of a wear and tear look on those boots, going all the way up into the back around that skirt, the design. Look at the chain. This is plastic, molded plastic, but it is loose there in the sense that you can move it around back here slightly, but that is really neat detail on the back. More of a leather look to the belt that goes all the way around, even the rivets on the sides of the belt, that leather work, even the gauntlet wrist covers and knuckle covers, all of it, even the belt buckle holes and the buckle itself. Just tremendous amount of detail given to this character. Wow, you know, when you're thinking about the fact that this is at like a $34 price point and you're able to get this level of quality, you know, it just boggles the mind. I would agree with Anthony's Customs when I watched this review. Why is it that other action figure companies that are high-end or, you know, popular or pushing out a lot of figures can't give us this level of detail and articulation and quality, you know, at a $25 price point, when this guy's at I think it was more of around a $34 price point, but can still achieve this level. So I just say bravo. Going on to the head articulation, he's able to look up a decent amount. He's going to be able to look down all the way. He also gets excellent pivot. So you're going to be able to get those expressions, and of course he's going to go side to side. You have neck and head articulation there, so you're getting a very good range of articulation. Then with this visor, you're going to be able to pull down the face guard to the point. You have to push it just a little bit where you can see the eyes into the cut there, and so that's really cool, and you still are able to articulate the head without any problems, and you still probably get that face guard down a little bit more. It's just tight there, but that's looking good, and you can see the eyes in there, so that's cool. I'm going to leave it up though for the fact that I just like the face. It's a really cool detail face. He's got a good expression, like the mustache. He's going to go well with as a friend, I think, to Man-at-Arms. Yes, to Duncan. But looking great. Moving on to the arms, he's going to be able to get full 360, even though it is going to get caught a little bit in that part there, the shoulder cover armor. He's going to still be able to get, even with that, because that moves out of the way, with that shoulder armor, still get 90 degrees there. He does have bicep swivel. There is not a butterfly joint to speak of, but you are going to be able to get single jointed elbows at 90 degrees, and you have a swivel. Hold that bicep still. You do have a swivel at the elbow, and a swivel at the gauntlet, and a swivel at the wrist, and of course hinging horizontally. We're not getting any vertical hinges in this set, but that is excellent. So you get quite a bit of articulation in the arms. All right, same on this side, and you see I have the weapon holding hand equipped with his sword. To me, it's a little bit of a small sword. I wish they had given us a little bit larger of a sword. I may have to switch out one of the Mythic Legions swords that I have to give to this guy, because that just looks like a tiny sword for such a big knight, personally. But anyway, that is what it is. Moving that on out of the way, we'll go ahead and show you that he's going to be able to, and it's hard not to incorporate the waist part as well, but even with the waist part, we'll move that in there. He's able to crunch forward about that much, and with the diaphragm and the waist, he's going to be able to bend back a good amount there. So that's excellent. And as you're seeing there, this part is moving at the diaphragm. It's able to swivel a little bit, and he's going to be able to get that shifting from side to side, bending left to right, bending over there like that. But he's also got that ball hinge at the waist, kind of like we have with Mythic Legion. So he gets the hula hoop there as well. So he's going to be able to bend forward, back, and a little bit shifting left and right, but especially turning at the waist. But you can see he's got the abs work there, the six-pack going down into this belt, which is attached to the skirt, but it does not get in the way of his turning. All right, moving on to the legs, he's going to get almost full splits, pretty much full splits there. The skirt just moves out of the way. He does have thigh rotation. He's going to be able to go up about that much. He's kicking up a good amount. He does have double jointed knees, which get very good range there, and is covered up by this big knee pad, so you're not seeing the bulk of that knee bridge, which is nice. You do have a boot cut but it's built inside of the joint here, kind of like we've seen with some of the Ultimates figures. So that is really neat that he has that much detail to articulation. Then you have a ball joint at the ankle, so you're going to be able to bend down all the way there, tiptoes, go up a decent amount, and a forward-facing pin allows you to get rockers as well as a peg hole in the bottom, which is excellent. So bravo there. And you're still going to be able to also turn that boot side to side like that, at least at the shoe part. And again, that boot cut is more into the leg part. It's not at the boot, but it's going to serve that same purpose. There's not a drop down method, but he is going to be able to kick up a good amount as we showed you, and he's going to be able to kick back a good amount. And so that is excellent. And then as I was showing you earlier, you have this sheath, which also has a little dagger that comes out of the front part of the sheath that looks like it's wrapped around with some bandages or some leather straps. And so you have this little dagger, which I guess is why you have the tight gripped weapon holding hand, so that he can hold that tiny handle. But that will slide right down in there, which that's a nice touch. And of course the other sword will go right down inside of that, like so. So we've got that. And then this part, instead of it hooking on, it actually goes in the loop here that is on the side of his belt. So you just have to maneuver that over everything that is molded in there until you get it where you want it. And then you're going to be able to have his sheath right there on the side. So you see how that fits there. And let's go ahead and put his sword inside of his sheath and show you the hammer that he comes with very quickly here. So that locks right into place. So you're going to be able to have that really nice there. And then the hammer, we'll go ahead and put that, and we'll show you how it has that little loop on the end here. So that can go around his wrist if you'd like. It's got some wear and tear. Looks like metal, but it is plastic. And that's really cool looking, but it'll go right in his hand as well. So he can forge, or he can use that as a magic hammer or amulet or whatever you want to call that, and pretend however you desire with your medieval figures, your Dungeons and Dragon figures, or as I will do, part of your MOTU universe, your MOTU Classics, or your Masterverse figures. And so that is looking really cool. And last but not least, since we already have this hand here equipped, let's go ahead and take a look at the shield. So you can see that the shield has some nice wooden texturing on the back, and it has like a leather part here that's anchored and glued down, looks like rivets or nails in this part, and then a more narrower, tighter band there. So that will allow you to slide that hand right through there, and then kind of pinch in that other hand into the tighter band, the looser band in the back, and that gives you your look with your sword or your hammer and your shield there. He's ready for battle. So looking cool. Looking neat. Check him out. Now this cape does have a very thin wire, so you're not going to be able to get it to hold like way up here, but it is designed to bend with the little thin wire that goes around along the edge of the seam. You're going to be able to get it to take shapes, as you see there. I'll give you a good idea. See, like right there. And so you're going to be able to get it to look like it's moving around with the figure. So that's really nice. It just would have been nice if it had been a thicker wire. So then you could have gotten it to stay up here like that. But it's not going to do that because of the weight and the thinness of the wire. But hey, at least we did get a wired cape, and it's a nice cape. It's not a plastic cape, which is definitely a good thing. It's a high quality cape. It's 2-layered. It's a very nice shiny material, which just very much, I think, looks great with this particular figure. So let's go ahead and look now at our Strongheart Knight with some comparisons. And here is our Knight Strongheart here in Eternia's Palace next to King Randor himself through the Classics line, as well as a guardsman, an Eternia Palace guardsman from Classics. And you can see that our Strongheart is quite a bit taller by about half an inch when you count not only the head length but also the flume or the poof that comes out of the helmet and the helmet guard itself, or face guard, being up. So you can see that he definitely is taller than Classics in this particular scale of line, but looks great, I think, with King Randor as well as this other guard. He's not really fitting in with the colors of the times. I mean, I would almost say that this was more like your knight of that era, but that's okay. He's still going to look good with these figures and this, I would say, decor and time frame, even in Eternia. And here's our Strongheart next to our Wave 11 New Eternia Man-at-Arms that had the interchangeable heads and helmets, two of them, and he is looking awesome. If you've not checked him out, check out the review on him. There is our New Eternia Buzz-Off, but I do have a Classics head from the weapons pack, or a head pack actually from Classics, that's inspired by the Mike Young 2000X production head that I have popped on my version, my definitive Buzz-Off. This is him. And so you can see that they are closer in line with height, but Strongheart, because again that helmet and the flume that comes off the top, still just a tad taller. With the antennae on this Buzz-Off, he's about the same height as Strongheart, but here you have a little bit of height difference with our Man-at-Arms. So definitely is going to fit in probably closer with your Masterverse figures, but the realism here is and quality is going to fit in more with your Classics. So I would say it'll go with both. You can mix and match if you'd like. And here is our Strongheart next to our NECA Angela by Gargoyles by NECA as well, the Gargoyles line, which I love mixing those gargoyles, some of them anyway. I'm not getting all of them, but this one I love. Angela, she looks great. I'm making her a good guy in the MOTU universe alongside He-Man and She-Ra, and you know, they're about the exact same height, which, you know, stands to reason being they're the same company there. And that's actually the Cringer Cub that comes with the Mundo Battle Cat as a bonus pack-in, but I love using that as Cringer in my Masterverse because he's sitting down. I just love the look of him. And I've got this Prince Adam with a custom head. It's actually a He-Man head, but I like it on this Adam body. But you can see, you know, how this Prince Adam looks as well, Masterverse Prince Adam alongside this awesome knight for our scenery here. Just looking really cool. Looking really cool. Awesome. And here's our Strongheart next to New Eternia He-Man, looking awesome. Masterverse New Eternia He-Man looking good next to Strongheart, as well as the Axe Battler by Storm Collectibles and Tyrus by Storm Collectibles. The Golden Axe series looking awesome in height and scale next to our Strongheart. So you could definitely pair this dude up with your Storm Collectible series, depending on which one you pick. I'm picking, of course, the Golden Axe series here because they go along well with my MOTU universe. And so looking awesome here. You know, we have the dragons and everything that go along with these two. So he would just, you know, be a good dragon slayer. If you got a hold of some of those silver or black or golden dragons to pair with your enemies, I didn't get a hold of those. I just have the red and blues that came with my Axe Battler and Tyrus here. But I love those dragons, and I mean, just to go along with the whole mythos of the medieval look and even the Masters of the Universe look, I think it works. So cool. Looking awesome here. Looking really good. And thank you so much for joining us for this Super Dave review. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, Subscribe if you've not done so. Comment if you have something to say or to share, and we'll definitely look forward to seeing you next time on another Super Dave review. We've got some more reviews coming down the pike very soon. Hope that you will join us. And again, be blessed, and we'll see you next time. Here's some photos in the photo gallery.